just a process, right?
Yeah. Okay. So now we are done with the easiest method, Azure Data Studio. Now I'm going to show you the second method, like how to migrate a TDE enabled database from on-premises to MI. This time it is using, okay, this time I'm going to use some tools to achieve this. Windows driver toolkits. This is more extensive. I mean, what can I say? Advanced topic. But if you have some problems with Azure Data Studio, for example, imagine, I don't think there will be any problems. You can make use of Azure Data Studio at any time. But imagine you have some problems and you wanted to drive TD database migration from on-premises to MI. It is still possible. Without using Azure Data Studio also, it is possible. Okay. So what you have to do is, you have to make use of something called as Windows driver toolkits. So this is the tool that you have to install. This is the tool. Okay. So for that, what you have to do is you have to download this tool. Okay, I did download. I will show you how to download at the very last moment. So first I will proceed with the steps and then I will show you how to download that software. Okay, so you have to use this tool and then you have to run the statements what they have listed. There are certain steps, but these are related to PowerShell. Okay, so the tool is going to make use of PowerShell and it will upload your certificates onto MI. And there are a few steps that we need to perform. Is this clear or any questions before I move on with this option? First thing first, I've shown you clearly how to perform the migration using Azure Data Studio for TD enabled database. But this time I'm going to show you one other way to perform the same thing, but it is more uh, kind of complicated stuff. If you're okay, I will show this, or otherwise we can leave it. It's your choice. I'm just showing you the multiple ways because we wanted to be different from others. That's the only reason. Yes or no?
So only these two approach or any approach is also good?
Third approach, what I can think of is perhaps by keeping our certificates into Key Vault, and then from there we can give it a try. But that is not possible, I think so, because of some issues. So once I explain how to restore a database with TD enabled from MI to on-premises, you will come to know how difficult that is. So it's not going to be that easy. It's not a cakewalk. So what I have shown using Azure Data Studio is the best way, very easiest way, the best way. And for some reason, if you have some issues with Azure Data Studio or some other reasons, whatever it is, and you wanted to know the other way, this is the second way.
Even multiple databases also, it is the same approach, right?
Multiple
two, three
database also
databases.
same thing. Azure Data Studio, you can choose multiple databases, it will work for you.
Okay.
So now I'm showing you the second method, but this time it is bit complicated. Don't think it is too complicated, bit complicated. So I will try to explain my best to make you feel comfortable. Okay. So what?
This is
Yeah.
Srinivas. Sorry to say this, not this part. I have one critical issue is going on on my environment. I need a small few inputs on this. Okay. We actually, there is a Windows cluster SQL to Windows 2019 and two SQL versions. Those are part of always all. Due to some class DB, as you know, like after creating cluster, there is a class DB generated in Windows failure on each node. Those are got corrupted and the entire cluster went down. But both nodes are accessible. The database are went to restoring part. Now the customer is asking to get one of the server is available, and after that you need to rebuild the cluster. Is asking now I need to remove the node from the cluster, or else how it can be.
So your entire cluster got corrupted, right?
Went down, but nodes are accessible and the databases SQL is running fine. But the database part of the always on AG, it went to restoring state on both nodes, and we're not seeing an AG name under always on always on AG.
I got you. Because your cluster got corrupted, your entire databases went into restoring state, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what you have to do. That's your step.
But
That's your
Vamsi, in
question. Yeah.
primary, what is the database status in primary?
Restoring state only.
Node
Restoring
1.
state only.
Restoring
Restoring
state.
state only. Their Windows team not able to fix
No,
this.
I
They are
think
asking to get.
yes. It is went for quorum
See,
last, then it is went to right. Then
Actually,
there is
unfortunately,
we try to copy the class DB from one node to other node, another to node, vice versa, but still the issue is not fixed. And now the customer is asking, please go ahead and get one of the node up and running. And after that, the node is up. Need to rebuild the cluster, new cluster, and add both nodes on the cluster. The customer said.
okay. Okay. So your options are,
First, we have to bring online, right? Vamsi,
yeah,
first
first you
primary.
have to try to bring the database
It
online.
won't come directly, right? We have to do force failover.
No, where will you
No,
fail over?
first
There
of
is
all,
no
there is no
failure.
failure option. There is no failure
No,
option.
Yeah.
if you run
So
database come to online, just to restore database name. If it is coming online, that's fine. Otherwise, then next option.
For this option, do we
no,
need to
do
remove
one
the
thing.
servers from the cluster or not required?
No.
No,
From
not required.
SMS.
You can just disable the always on feature and make the
Yeah.
one of the instance up.
Yes, that's what you should do. So first you have to turn off the always on, because
Okay.
there
And
is no
make the
point.
databases online.
Yeah, then try to bring the databases online with restore database name with recovery. So they
Okay.
will try to come online. It will come, definitely
Okay.
it will come since you turned
Yeah,
off the
even I
always
faced
on.
the same issues like you are facing. Plus DB was corrupted. Even in my case.
Yeah, after
I
that, what did
think
it? After that, what did it?
Then Amol should be the
no.
right person.
Vamsi, one. So they are using listener, right?
No, see, your availability group itself is not there. It got messed up. There is no listener now. Okay,
Everything is gone in that case.
everything is gone.
No, then they are not able to connect, right? With listener,
No,
then
see,
they have
ready.
to.
There is one important thing that you have to understand. It's not the problem with listener. That is a different story. That error is something different where you are not able to connect to listener. But here, the entire cluster is gone. Cluster itself is not there. When the cluster is not there, you cannot connect to the availability group. I mean, the availability group resource is not there. Listener is not there. Everything is not there.
Yeah,
Force
I got
failover
it.
and all, it's different
No.
story. When one node is down and I mean one data center is down, then you can do force failover and all those stuff because your cluster is there. But here in this case, entire cluster is gone. There's no point of
It
discussing.
shows plain as it shows as a plain SQL server, right?
Yeah,
Without in always.
That's it. That's it.
Yes, yes.
But we
Okay,
have
now
to
our
make
action
sure
is
application
need
team
to
needs to
disable
change
the
the connection screen.
See, application they can't connect because the database is in restoring state. So first what you have to do is turn off the always on from the configuration manager, disable that feature, try to bring the databases online. At least they can connect with the node name for the moment if they wanted to. And then
Right.
repair
Yeah.
your cluster, get the nodes added, fixed it first, and then you can add it back to always on. So these are the high level steps what I can say.
Total, how many
Okay.
databases are there in server?
Around 10 to 12 database in the part of AG, and few are standard database also there. Yeah.
So
I
unfortunately,
think just
they
you can
cannot
try.
connect
You
with
can
this.
try without disabling always on. You can try just to restore database name. It will come online on database if restoring mode. If
No, it
doesn't
is
come,
not
then
possible.
you can go and disable restart the server.
Okay. First, you need to try to restore the DBs with online without still like
No, just a
disabling the
simple
feature
command,
of.
not
Yeah, I'm saying that
restore
restore command only.
database name.
Okay,
So
so I
But it
think
will throw the
see,
error because it shows like the database is in always on.
see, when the database is tied up with always on, okay, when you try to bring restore database
Yes.
name with recovery,
It
it
will not.
won't
It
allow
will
you.
not work.
It's
Yes.
not allowed. It's not allowed.
It will not allow you because it knows that I am tied up with always on. I cannot do this stuff. It is not enough.
So actually, I faced this issue in past.
Okay,
No,
So in
actually
2-3
that
scenarios I got.
actually that a database is on always on group, na. That's why that will be not on online. Okay, that time same error always that a database is the database is there on always on that message only showing once you are restoring.
We are going
right.
to somewhere actually.
Yeah,
So
database
I
came
think
online
Yeah.
without disabling the feature.
You
yes.
are lucky enough because
Yeah.
usually it won't allow.
Vamsi, I tried Vamsi actually. That's what.
Yes, see, the scenarios are different, guys. So first you can give it a try. I'm not against that option. You can give it a try. So because the metadata information is not there, that is the reason it is allowing you now. Technically speaking, see, you have to speak
So one
technically.
scenario I faced, 3 node cluster, then a cluster went like a failure happened. Just when we trying to bring the online database to on primary, it shows the same error. Then I did the force failure. Then I brought the database to online.
It's okay.
So at that time, yeah.
Let's leave it. So the database is online now. So we are safe at least. Okay, so let me show you what I did. I'll quickly open this on this one. I saved the files also literally to show you guys because this is something related to PowerShell.
Okay, guys, I'm disconnected now because my manager is calling.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thanks
okay,
for
all
the
the best, man.
Okay, I'm the alone shift. That's the reason.
3.
Okay, bye, guys.
Yeah, take care. Bye. Fine. One second, guys. I'm opening all the files and we can show you. So this is what I did. 3, 4, 5. This is not required. 5 is not required. 6 is not required. 7 is not required. Okay, we just need 2, 3, 4. So what we have to do without Azure Data Studio, the second way to migrate your TDE databases from on-prem to MI. So let's start this. So the instructions are very clear in this document. I just followed this document. I didn't create something from somewhere. So I just followed the instructions what they have written. So the first thing what you have to do is you have to install this tool. It's called as PVK2PFX. It's a command line tool. It's there in Windows driver toolkit. So as I told you, I will show you at the very okay, let me show you. I'll make you feel comfortable. So you just need to click on that link. Okay, so you'll get this, download the Windows driver kit, go here. Okay, and then what you have to do is come down and just choose the second option. You need not go with first option or third option. You just need to go with second option. So once you just download this and install this, you will get all the required stuff. So that file will be here in some location. I will talk to you about that location. So first step is go click on that link, what Microsoft has given. Click on that link and go there. They're asking you to download what is this Visual Data Studio also. It's not required. You just need to download the second step. Click on download Windows 11. It's good enough. Just click on this. We are done. So once you click on that, then you will get this tool and you have to follow the the recommended steps what they have written in this document. Okay, so that's what we are going to do now. So for that, again, I'm going to create a new database and I will encrypt this database and I will show you from the scratch very quickly this time. So I will say same name, demo TDE other. So I think I need to run the same steps. Certificate is already there. I'm using the same certificates because we already backed it up, right? So I can make use of the same. So I will just choose the database name, demo TDE other. Demo TDE other. Yes, we're done. Okay, so TDE database is there. Now it's time to move this database. So for that, what you have to do is you have to run this command. You just need to run this command. Okay, just copy this command. I did this. So I will explain the parts what they have mentioned inside that command. So this is the file. This is the file. So where will you get this file? So it will be once you download that Windows driver toolkit, it will be there inside your program files x86. Okay, so this is the location, program files x86. Remember, not x64. I mean Windows not program files. It is program files x86. Inside that I have something called as.
Vamsi, sorry to interrupt you. Your voice is a bit low.
I think I just moved away. Now, is it clear?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah, good, Vamsi.
Okay. So it is inside my Windows kits. Okay. And then go to, there are two folders. I have to go here. And then I have to go to bin. And then again, I have to go to x64. Not x64, I think. Let me check that file. This one, let me run this. Yeah. So let me copy the file. I mean, location. So inside, it is there inside this location, guys. Okay. I know this is difficult. It's not going to be that easy, but what you have to understand is install that software even on your jump server. You need not do this on your DB servers. If you have jump servers, you can just install the software on your jump server and go to this location. Okay, and then you will see this file pvk2pfx.exe. So for that, you have to, what it is doing is it is having some commands like -pvk. It does something. We need not worry about all those things. What you have to do is just understand the commands and how to make use of that. Okay, that is what you should do as a DBA. We need not worry about those tools and how to use it and blah blah blah. Okay, just understand the commands. So what I have to do is I have to pass the certificate name. Okay, and then the password what I made use of, and then the it's private key and then certificate. Only two things. Again, I repeat, private key and certificates. Any questions here? Please open up, no problem. I will try to explain.
Yeah, we are good. Next step.
Okay, really, because it's not that easy. Anyway, so we did store our backups here. So I will make use of the same thing. E:\set backups. So here I'm coming. E:\certificate backups. I think this is /, not /. Just be cautious with that. Okay, and then here E:\certification backups. And then again. So what it does is it exports using this tool. Okay, it is the tool that try to help us in exporting this private key and TDE certificate. Okay, so once I did this, it will work. Let me show you. Come over here and switch to that location. Location, what I said. Control C. Paste that location. I know it will give some error. Sorry. Windows kits.
Kits gone.
Okay, I'll type again Windows kits and then I know it's not going to be easy, but bear with me.
10 bin.
10 CD
Bin.
bin
And
226 something. 226. What is that? 6210. CD x64. And now I have to run this command. Okay, that's it. So first you have to run that command as per the instructions what they have written. Okay, I did that. And now you can ignore this one. This is not required. And then coming back to PowerShell. So you have to install the PowerShell modules. Okay, so I did that. The only thing is you have to choose the right subscription ID. I have only one subscription ID for my portal. So I just got the type ID. If you have multiple subscriptions, just try to connect to the right subscription. That is the only thing that you should be aware of. So this is the next step. So here, if I run get-az subscription, I got the subscription ID. I will get it. 1 second. It is running now. So once I get that subscription ID, copy that, or else you can get the subscription ID from portal also. So if you want, I can show you that. Just in a second. So you can get it from anywhere. Any resource will have subscription ID. This is the ID. Just copy that ID, or else you can get the output here. So you're getting the same output ID. Copy that ID here. Okay, and run this part. So first thing is it is connecting to our Azure account, and then it is picking up the subscription ID from it. See, I got the information and environment, name, everything. So that is the second thing. So that is done. Third step, what they are asking us to do is, it is the third step. This is done. Third step is to run this script. So what are the changes that you need to incorporate here within this script? So I will show you that. So it is K drive what I'm using. So I have to change this to E:, Control H. I have to make use of E:, certification backups. That is the location, I believe. Yeah, E:, cert backups. Okay, just change this. Where you placed your backups, that's what you should do. And then make use of the password what you made use of when you are backing up the certificate. So as you can see here, when creating the certificate, I made use of this password, right? So just pass that password here. That's it. Only two things. What is that? Location and then the password. And finally, you have to pass in the resource group name where your MI is residing and your MI name. Okay, that's it. So first thing again, I repeat, first thing is location where your certificates are being located, are being placed. Second thing, your password. Third thing, your resource group name. Fourth thing, your MI name. So once you are done, we are good to go. So I'm running this. Okay. It's running now. It's done. So no errors. We are good to go. So it's done now. So this is done. So finally, what I have to do is take the backup and try to restore it now. So let's do that. I'm taking the backup of the new database what I created, demo TDE other. So tasks, backup URL.
This
Only 3
TV
steps.
tool is only to migrate a certificate, right?
Yeah, only to migrate that certificate and private key. That PV2, PFX, the tool is there, right?
Yeah.
Only to migrate your certificate and container, certificate and private key. Okay, so I'm creating this to a blob container and I'm ensuring that I'm checking the performing the checksum option. It is very important. Otherwise, your migrations will be slow. We are done. So now I have to restore this onto my MI. So if I restore, I should be able to see that encryption also. Let's check that part, refresh. Okay, now restore. No one has done this before, guys. I'm letting you know. I'm not self-boasting. I'm letting you know the realizing, I'm making you realizing the situation. Because I wanted to explore different things. That's why I'm doing this. But you will get to know about along with me. So let's wait for it. Okay, and I placed it here. Yes. And again here. I think I'm recording, right? I think so. Okay. Okay. And containers, exp, demo, TDE, other. This is the file. Okay. Okay. And then click on OK. So if it goes well, we should see the database over here along with the encryption. So let's see demo TD other. It's almost there. It's restoring, but still it is appearing over here. And we can check SP who is active, like someone asked me to do that. I think by this time it would have been done. It's done. Okay. As we don't have data, it's getting completed very fastly, but in real time, it will take some time. Let's run this and see if that database got encrypted or not. See, demo TDE other is also now being encrypted. And if you see, I told you one technique, right? If you are doing it using the other means like Azure Data Studio or the one what I'm showing, you will get the key length as 128, not 256. That is the one thing that you have to remember. That is the only way I can segregate whether my TDE is from on-premises or whether it is from SMK. That comes naturally when you create the database. So this is the second way, guys. That's it. 3 steps only. What are those 3 steps? 3 PowerShell scripts. One is this one. You have to just pass on the location of your certificates. Second thing is just pass the subscription ID. Third thing is the location, the password, the my resource group, the my name. That's it. We are done. So I've shown you 2 different ways to migrate a TDE enabled database, and also I've shown you how to restore a database from MI to 2022. Of course, that is not TDE enabled, but definitely I will show you TDE enabled also from MI to 2022. Okay, done. Any questions? Okay, silence means
Azure Data Studio is the best tool to
yeah,
migrate.
Azure Data Studio is the best tool. I'm not denying that. So, but I'm
This one-
showing the other way also. Like
Yeah.
just keep it as a backup.
This one is confused, sir.
No, don't think that this is complicated. You know what, guys? If I wanted to migrate a database without using Azure Data Studio, the question is we have transferred the certificate. Where exactly it's getting saved in Azure? Even I got that doubt for myself, Nagendra. So I didn't check that yet. I believe it will be there somewhere, but I will check that and I will find the answer for you. I don't have the answer right now. I got the doubt, but I don't know where it is storing. Storing somewhere. Where is that somewhere? I don't know. These are internal, so I have to dig further to see where it is storing exactly. If you see it is not here. Storage account, let's inspect the storage account for a second and see if we are able to find something. I don't think so. Even it's not there. I just checked it. I couldn't find anything with storage account also. I don't know where it is stored.
If it is storage account, if I drop the storage account, won't it work for the databases? I don't think so. It will be stored in the storage account.
No, I don't know. I mean, you are right, but I don't know where it is storing the files. It is storing somewhere, but what is that location? I'm absolutely having no clue with that. I have to check. They have not written anywhere. Okay, so yeah, I will take that question. Definitely it is there in my head also, but I don't know the answer for the moment. We are done. At least I have shown you 2 different techniques. Yeah, someone was asking about Azure Data Studio. So just imagine, guys, those days. So this article, when they have written, I think it is before Azure Data Studio, if I'm not wrong. Let me see. Article contributed is 4/6/2023, but it was there from long time, because even when I was teaching managed instance last year, I checked this article. I thought of doing, but somehow I got skipped it. I mean, it got skipped, and I didn't do that. Somehow it went away from my head, but it was there. At that time, there was no support except this with this tool. There is no way for us to migrate the TDE enabled database. No way. This was the only way that we can migrate. But now we got the support with Azure Data Studio, so feel happy for that. Anyway, so we covered both, so you will not have any issues. Okay, so it's 12:20. And one more thing, we are expecting the baby on Monday at 6 o'clock. So next week I will be completely off.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Vamsi.
thank you.
Congratulations, Vamsi.
Thank you. So I'm a bit tense because it's a C-section and the baby's head is at the top and legs are at the bottom. So usually it should be upside down to have
No worry,
easy delivery.
Vamsi.
Yeah.
Almighty will take care of all the things. Believe
Yeah,
me.
it's not in my hands.
Nothing will happen. Okay.
So it's all in the hands of God. So hoping for the best.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, guys,
Okay.
I'll upload this tomorrow and I will catch you probably next Saturday.
No worries. Take care.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you guys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations once again. Vamsi.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I will keep you posted. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you.